These are smart hits, and it can be done if that guy, you know he's going to hit that ball every day. Yeah, that's what I would have did. That's the technique. There's nothing he can do about it. He's not even looking. Give him a quick push, he's done. Here we are again today for Experts React. I'm John Alite, ex-Hitman of the Gambino family. Check out Hitman 3. Let's do it.
Target down.
This is great. Anytime I see something like this, where they know somebody's sitting there, they're doing something, they're vulnerable, and you can do something quietly and get out of there fast, especially with drinks. If somebody is good at what they're doing, this is what they'll do. It would be something with a pill, with a drink, with a shot, with arsenic or something when they're walking by you and they don't realize in the crowd. If you could do something like that, that's the way to do it now.
Target down.
These are all good hits. These are hits where it's done quietly and without a lot of detection, keeping it very simple, without any noise, without a big scene. So far, I really like the way they're handling this game. Again, it's good. He's in higher ground. He's up top, very quiet. Found a location, whether it's through a window, through a skylight, and nobody spots him, and he's out. Another good hit. So now I know why they call this game Assassination 3. They're good. Good also, again, it's quiet, it's technology. You don't need to use a gun like people think or a knife. You know, same with air conditioning systems, house systems. You have carbon dioxide that kill people silently. That's no different. Ventilation system, you got to breathe air. So if you poison that air quality, it's a quiet hit. Nobody knows what happens. Very hard to detect and even check how they died. So
Target down. Well done, 47.
Good hit. If you're coming in quiet like that, fairly easy to leave the crime scene because the way you got in from whatever information you got, whether you broke alarm systems or you came in through a cut fence or through grounds that don't have a fence, obviously he knew what he was doing. He got in there, so whatever way you came in, you're coming out the same way. And if you're not making any noise or tripping alarms, it's fairly easy. You got to remember that you're doing it at your pace, your time is done real well, whether it was by him or somebody, a counterpart.
You know the boss. Belt and suspenders kind of guy.
That I didn't like. I mean, I wouldn't use a garrote because of DNA, touching the body, you're leaving DNA, picking up the body and moving, it's not necessary. Even if they're going to find her, they're going to find her in 1 second after that. If they come in the bathroom looking for her, they're going to look around to try to find her anyway. So it's a cool scene. I just wouldn't use the technique.
Wow. Target down.
That also, I wouldn't use it. If you're in there already, you need to do something quiet that makes noise. If you're going to electrocute, there's going to be screaming and yelling, and there's going to be a shortage with the electric outlet. So I wouldn't have did it that way.
Target down. Well done, 47.
In the mob world, you don't really get a bounty on somebody, but in the street, you do. Hits that I've seen in Europe where they're offering up to 2 million with guys. And I think that's realistic depending on what the guy is doing and what kind of money he's making. So they do offer them up. 100,000 is usually a number you hear from different hits around the world and different places. It's not unrealistic to see that kind of money being asked.
Target down.
That's what I was saying earlier. See, it's quiet, it's fast, it's one movement, and you're out. Something like that is realistic. And for the game itself, it's pretty cool. I would never move the body again. Doesn't make sense. He's dragging blood anyway, and that blood's going to come across the room. They're going to come in looking for her anyway. DNA, I wouldn't touch it.
Target down.
Throwing the knife, if you're a knife expert, yeah, it's good. If you're not a knife expert, just go up to the body. You're there anyway. It's 5 more steps. And if it's the time of the essence thing, you're going up there and dragging the body anyway, so you might as well just get up close. Again, for the game, it's something different. I like it. I mean, it's action. It's moving. It's fast. I like it. Nitroglycerin, I mean, if there's several targets, no different than throwing a small grenade or something, and you want to hit 3 or 4 people, yeah, it's good. But as far as if you're trying to get in and out of there quietly and there's other security, it's bad. But for the game purpose, it's another way to assassinate somebody. It's actually would be used somewhere if there's several people that you got to hit at once. You would use some sort of bomb. It's pretty good.
Target down. Well done, 47.
I don't know if that's throwing a star or something like that, but if you miss the target, it's a problem. She's going to scream and yell, and she had security right there, so I'm not with throwing anything. You're there, you might as well do it the right way while you're there. But you don't leave it to chance. Drowning's a good way. It's quiet. In this, she gave a little yelp. If you catch him unsuspecting and you get him in the water immediately, if he overpowers, which you can, it's a lot stronger, there wouldn't be any noise.
Target down. Well
To
done.
me, these are perfect hits. I'm not a sniper, but I got friends that are snipers that are, in armed forces. So if you're across another building and say it's not occupied and you can get into another apartment and hit somebody like that, and you're an expert, it's very, very hard. They just did that hit actually in Europe about 2 years ago. Somebody was an expert sniper and they wore women's clothes and heels and went into a building on a rooftop and hit 3 guys. It's still done, and if you're that good, and there's a lot of snipers that are that good, great way to hit somebody and not get caught.
Target down. Well done, 47.
I'm not so much for throwing anybody off a balcony unless it's 10 stories or better. Also because of the noise factor, also because you're upstairs, you got to come down. So if there's not that many exits to leave from, they could cover those exits if they have a lot of security quickly. If you knew somebody's going to touch that railing every day or lean on it, yeah, it's good. The odds of getting somebody to do that every day and know they're going to do that and not somebody else, then they know that there's going to be a hit on them. If somebody else leans on that or dies from that, not the person that you tended. So I'm not for that hit either. But for the game, it's a good hit. It's scary and it's unique. So it was cool in its own way.
Yes.
Good. I strongly suggest you leave it.
If they were going to do it like that and they're walking with him anyway and he's still going to use a gun, should have just shot him right while he's standing there next to him. I don't know what that was, if he was involved and he was security for him or he snuck in and did that. So if he's security for him, I understand the kill like that because that's his opportunity. It doesn't matter because he's security with them inside. But if he snuck in and did that, again, he's on an upper level. He's got to get out. There's yelling going on. Too much time to get out of the building. It gives other security to be able to catch him. So I'm not for that.
Now let's get to work.
I would have just pushed him. He's in there, he's in security with them anyway. Just walk up to him and push him. Unless you're a complete expert with that knife, it's not necessary to do it that way. Yeah, that's what I would have did. I said earlier, right? So that's the technique. If you're gonna, he's there. There's nothing he can do about it. He's not even looking. You give him a quick push, he's done. What I said earlier, I guess they had the same opinion. Again, he's taking things to chance. He shot if he misses the shot. If the timing's not right, the speaker don't fall at him. If you're going to use the gun, why you just shooting him anyway? So I would just use the gun if that's what they're going to do, but not that. That, again, is for a real hit's ridiculous, but for a game, it's just something different, so I get it. This is a good hit, again, because this is new technology. If you know he's the one that's going to eat that food and you poison it or his drink, there's nothing he can do about that. And it's 100% you got him. And it's done quietly and the team is involved, obviously. Everybody's there. It depends on what the situation is. You know, if somebody's in a bar and they're drinking, you don't want it to be quick. You want them to drink the drink. It doesn't feel well and while the poison's working and they got to go back. There's maybe no more cameras of whoever was in there. You don't want them to know exactly when it happened. So in this situation, it looks like it's an inside job from everybody sitting there. Maybe it's not. So I wouldn't want it to be poisoned like arsenic like that quick. You'd want it slow acting, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Somebody was up top, knew he was coming there, and they cut that line somehow, or they knew he was going to stand there, yeah, it'd be a little more realistic. To do that with a gunshot, again, you're taking it to chance, you're taking that he's not going to move, you're taking it that one shot is going to make that come down.
You got him, 47.
I love these hits like that with a little more intelligence, because those are realistic. If you know somebody's parachuting all the time and you jimmy his parachute where it's not going to work, or double parachute, it can be done. And it's done in a smart way and no one can really prove it. On top of that, it'd be hard to prove if you're smart on the way you did it. So I like those kind of hits. Brings you back into a new era. These are smart hits. If you're able and you're a bomb savvy guy, you know how to put one together and a little bomb like that, yeah, it's kind of cool because it's something different and it can be done if that guy, you know he's going to hit that ball every day.
We got him, 47.
Final thought is I like this game, actually. I thought it was well done. They had a lot of different things in it. I like the way they brought it across. So I would play this game. I enjoyed this one. Thank you, everybody. Check us out on johnalite.com on my website, my Instagram, True John Alite. For more Experts Reacts, check out Gamology's Facebooks and YouTube pages. Thank you, everybody. I'm John Alite, ex-Gambino enforcer.